switched off.
Complete.
And we hope you enjoyed the performance.
Lock. Open.
Handle.
Door.
Push.
Step, 1 foot, then the other.
Onto the front step.
She closes the door behind her.
Fresh air hits her face.
Smell of clouds and cold. All that autumn stuff.
She pulls out her phone.
Places it on the second step.
Lifts up her foot and slams it down.
Again.
And again.
And again! Screens, buttons, circuit board. Everywhere.
That little piece of plastic.
Broken into smaller pieces of plastic.
And her chest is suddenly free and full.
And she stands for a moment.
Good riddance.
Good riddance, she says.
And it's 1 foot in front of the other.
It sounds like leafy task, and most of the time it is.
And it steps.
No, not steps. Strong strides.
Strong strides forward, always facing forward.
She pulls her hood up over her head. But it isn't that cold. It's more for like an atmosphere.
And mood. Determined.
Yeah, a mood. Best described as determined.
I've got somewhere I need to be. Simple as.
The park. Most days the park she needs to be at.
It's only a few minutes walk from her home.
Her parents home.
She used to come here often.
When she was a kid.
Swings and roundabouts. All that good stuff.
Tarmac and iron.
Painted. Magic with the back.
8-year-olds with adventure in their blood.
The rest of the world ahead of them.
Tarmac and iron.
Oh, it looks the same as it ever did.
She steps into the park, walking with purpose.
Like she's listening to loud headphones.
Oh, she isn't.
Nothing is blocking those ears.
Just those heavy thoughts sitting in between them.
Swirling around her mind.
Like a magic paintball.
And in the middle of this park is a tree.
A big old rustic looking one.
Been there since always.
Always been there.
Got names carved into it.
Chewing gum stuck to it. Holds the snow in her window.
Back when it used to snow. And she stops at the bottom looking up.
It's been a long time since she looked at it. And for a moment, she recognizes.
Nature is pretty cool.
And with that thought, she takes one last look behind her.
The park at eye level.
And then she reaches for the nearest branch.
Grabs it and begins her climb.
Upwards. Onwards.
Branch after branch.
Heaving herself up it.
1 foot, then the other.
Those gymnastic classes when I was 6 are really paying off.
She climbs amongst the autumn leaves.
Flakes of orange and brown.
Falling like snowflakes.
Like back when it used to snow.
She finds a branch, solid and strong.
She has never been good with heights.
But she's never been bad at them. Either.
Breathe hard. Breathe deep. Taller now.
The height of a second-floor window, maybe. Maybe even third. No other trees about here. Not anymore.
This tree stands alone.
Surrounded by a world of cars and streets. With tall buildings and people talking.
Of coasts and cliffs.
Surrounded by this country. A piece of land.
And after all, a piece of land is only a piece of land.
And she shouts.
My name is Adler! And I will not be a part of the world! Not this world! Not anymore!
And so we cut to the other side of the park.
A boy called Oil takes his phone out of his pocket.
3 bars of reception.
No new calls.
He shuffles from foot to foot.
Got new trainers for his birthday.
They look pretty good, but don't fit quite right. Clicks contacts.
Clicks call.
Pick up.
His phone does a double ring.
Goes to voicemail.
Hey, Andler. It's Oil. Where you at? I thought you were in text. What's up with you? Where in the park are you? Why the park? Anyway, I'm out. Call me back.
Somewhere not far from here, a girl knocks on her sister's door.
Adler?
You in?
I'm coming in. But there's no one there. Not a note, not a sign, not a nothing.
Just a well-made bed and a weirdly tidy room. She pulls out her phone.
Compose new message.
Yo, sis, exclamation mark. Mom says you are to get washing up liquid from the shop. You out, question mark? Crystal, kiss, face runs tongue signals.
Checks her phone again. Nothing.
She grabs her jacket.
Opens the front door.
Crunch!
What was that?
Broken pieces of plastic.
Smashed screen.
Tiny pieces of circuit board.
Atlas phone?
Back at the park.
A group of shrubs and sighs collect.
What about cash?
No.
Well, you better go find some then.
Antler sits in silence, looking out for change.
Listening out for change.
What are you doing up there?
What?
I said, what are you doing up there?
I'm thinking.
Can't you just think down here?
Can you leave me alone, please?
It's dangerous being up there so high. I mean, at least without ropes. I mean, if you had ropes, it would definitely be more safe. But you don't have ropes. So it definitely isn't safe. I'm Des. Who are you?
Your name is Des.
Sure.
Weird name.
What's your name?
Antler.
Antler. Why are you called Antler?
It's a long story.
Have you got somewhere else to be?
Can you just go? I'm having a private moment here.
I'll go once you tell me.
Why are you called Desk?
Because it's my name.
Not much of a name, is it?
It works for me.
He looks up at her.
She looks down at him.
They pause in that moment.
What? Stop watching me, just move along.
It's just, you seem little holes for climbing trees.
No age limit on climbing trees, is there? No age limit at all.
How long are you staying up there?
Angela doesn't know how to answer that question.
Not yet.
Images of screeching cars,
And-
flags in the air,
And
police throwing gas canisters,
And
homeless people,
And-
exam results.
all flick through her head.
It's a protest. You're not meant to know how long a protest is?
A protest?
Yeah.
Have you just decided that?
No.
Well, what's it about then?
It's private.
I don't think protests are meant to be private.
Well, this one is.
Shouldn't people know why you're protesting? Say no to things you want done?
It's not that kind of protest.
Don't you want something done? Like something changed or fixed?
Yeah.
Well, what's it about then?
How many times do I need to say it's private?
I don't think you're very good at protesting.
And I don't think you're very good at listening. This has nothing to do with you.
Can I come up then?
Look, I am sorry, but go find something else to climb.
You don't own the tree. No one can own trees. They're just there.
Yes, so?
So, I'm coming up.
He tries to put one hand on the branch.
lifts himself up.
The branch snaps.
There!
What?
Means shit in French.
Well, yeah.
Can you help me up?
I'm doing this solo, kid.
Is there a nice view? I'd like to see.
You can see the whole park from up here. I mean, sure, it's pretty.
Can you help me up?
I'm sorry, but there's only room for one up here. Only room for me.
The wind whips around them both.
It's suddenly very cold where Antler stands on the branch.
It's a giant tree. There must be room for me.
You should go home now. There's no more legal guardian or whatever be worried.
What about your mum?
Antler cuts Desk in half just by looking at him.
I best be going. Same time, same place tomorrow?
Bye.
The boy zips up his jacket.
Takes one last look at the girl in the tree.
You're bonkers, you are.
See you later, chair.
It's death.
Just northwest from here.
A boy called Oil also zips up his coat.
Freaking freezing.
His mum says he's addicted to checking his phone.
But he isn't. He can stop anytime he wants.
And he's starting to feel a fizz in his throat.
Oil can see blood in his mouth.
He chews his fingers till they bleed.
He never used to.
He just started doing it this year. And now he can't seem to stop.
Just call me back.
Just as he says that.
A herd of chants and chewing.
Oh, where's Phil? Where's your girlfriend at? Not like your mother till you get alone.
Hi, Lister.
What you got for me then?
Excuse me.
Can I borrow a fiver?
Better give him a fiver. This girl called Skin shakes in. She might be Blister's cousin, but no one's sure and no one dare ask.
I'm still waiting on that fiver you borrowed last week.
I spent it. I need another lend.
He needs another fiver.
Besides, the price of smokes has gone up. Inflation or something.
Blister didn't know what inflation meant, but that didn't matter.
He looked much older than his age.
This was due to a mixture of smoking and wearing jackets that were 3 sizes too big.
Me and my friends here are desperate for a smoke. We get in a real bad mood if we don't have a smoke after a hard day.
And it's been a real hard day.
Really hard.
Really, really hard.
Blister has a gaggle of groupies who follow him around. None of them say much.
Minus the occasional shout of something.
About someone's mother.
I haven't got any money, mister. I only got my phone on.
Well, give us that then. I'm in need of a new phone. By the time I got an upgrade.
You heard the big good?
You're joking.
Why do you look like a comedian?
I mean, you're funny looking.
What did you say?
Phone.
I got it for my birthday. My mum forked out a fortune.
My mum forked a fortune.
Whatever.
Now it is your present to me.
No, I'm not giving you my phone.
What did you say?
What I'm saying is, I'm not giving you my phone.
You want to rethink that?
You're probably going to want to rethink that.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Why don't you imagine what we'll do? And times that by 100.
Why can't you times by 100 yourself?
I'm dyslexic.
No, you're just. Well, there is a difference.
What did you say?
I mean, what I
Try
meant.
to repeat that for us, I'll Smith.
At this point, the group is silent. Blister clenches his fist.
Skin doesn't blink.
Oil just felt his stomach do a high kick into his throat.
He instantly regretted everything he just said.
Oils had a problem with opening his mouth and just letting the words fall out.
Look, Blister, I'm sorry, I'm just messing. I didn't mean to say those things. I might not have record. I've got to look at it. That's all.
Your girlfriend, is it? You going on a date?
The good thing about Blister is that due to his overuse of TikTok and Twitter, he was distracted easily. No thought person held his attention too tightly, and Oil, being the eldest of 5 siblings, knows how to play distraction to an advantage.
Yeah, something like that. But we're not actually going out.
She'd be angry if you're late for your date.
Tush, girls don't like lateness.
She would know. She's a girl.
You know, you guys are right. I better go. Thanks for your advice.
And just like that.
Will sneaks around the group.
See you around.
See you around.
Yeah.
Disaster narrowly averted.
Oil gnaws at his nails again.
He dare not look back as the group walks away.
And Blister shouts,
Enjoy your date.
And Skin follows up in the distance with.
I'm an antler sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Just as they disappear.
Oil bumps into this boy, walking at the pace of a snail. Which is incorrect, because snails don't actually walk.
But still,
But still,
all the while, Answer had been watching Bess.
like a bird perched following him out.
Oh,
Sorry.
watch where you're going.
I said sorry.
Boy, why don't you turn around? Why? Bunch of idiots! And the corner.
It's fine. I can handle myself.
From high up in that tree in the middle of the park, a voice yells,
Oil!
She shouted loudly, but she's too far up.
and he is too far away. From down here, she just sounds like birds. Or the wind.
Our car in the distance.
It's your life.
Thanks anyway.
Whatever.
The two of them collide only for a moment.
And pace off in different directions.
Meanwhile, Crystal paces the streets near her home.
She doesn't want to start wrong. Doesn't want to get Annie in trouble.
Even she knows something has happened.
Meanwhile, Oil paces the paths of the park. I mean, it isn't that big, but if someone wants to get lost.
There is always some way to get lost.
Meanwhile, Amber sits in the tree, colder now.
Staring across the skyline.
She whispers to herself.
My name is Antler, and I won't be a part of the world, not this world, not anymore.
But there's a slight crack in her voice, as if from seeing her friend,
She isn't so sure anymore.
her strength loosens.
It's fine, I'm fine. You're doing this for a reason. You're doing this for a reason.
And she is fine.
As she thinks about
Earthquakes,
and
flooding,
And
fires tearing down forests.
and she looks back up at the sky.
Hey! Oi, you!
what do you want?
Saw your sister's boyfriend kicking about the park. Bet you're jealous of her getting a stud like him. You jealous?
No.
Looking for Antler?
We haven't seen her.
So you not know her?
She's probably sucking the face off that. No, not oil. They really are made for each other. Both total losers.
Where did he go?
Round that way, you pass the swings.
Alright. Thanks.
Now. We need payment for that information. That information wasn't free of charge.
No free passes here.
I haven't got any money.
She says she hasn't any money this time.
Tut tut.
He twists her arm.
Everything closes in. Blister can be real brutal when he wants to be.
Everyone knew that.
Crystal's arm burns.
And Blister's eyes in it all.
That hurt.
You have to have something.
Someone always has something.
I don't have nothing, you're hurting my arm.
Careful! That's a girl you're hurting?
What was that?
Who said that? No one. Especially not those in this group. Question what Blister is doing.
Not on Blister's watch.
What did you say?
It's just not.
Tiger got your tongue.
It's just manners.
Since when have you cared about manners?
You always said manners are important.
Right. But it isn't mannerful to question what I'm doing.
The man has a point.
She's younger than you and a girl. She didn't do anything. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
You gone like her.
What?
Just fancy her.
No, it's. I've got a little sister about her age, and it's like you're doing that to my sister.
But I'm not.
Boy, is he.
But it's like you are. I'm sorry, Blister, but you gotta be, when it's a girl. Well, I think.
Not so much now, are you?
Did I open this up for discussion? For a big chit chat about manners? Or was I just trying to get some money so I could buy you some bags? Shut up, Finn, or you can find out what really happens when someone has no manners.
This girl called Finn never said anything to anybody.
When she imagined her sister being there,
Blister put his big hand around her little arm.
Finn didn't like imagining that.
She didn't think it was manners at all.
And all the while, Amber was watching.
Don't you dare hurt her!
It was too far to hear them.
Too far to see the details.
And she had no idea what to do.
I said, don't you dare hurt her! But she was shouting into the air.
And she couldn't help but feel totally powerless.
I'm out of here. See you guys later.
Where do you think you're going?
Have we suddenly got somewhere else to be?
Just like that, all the sides change. Friendships,
Allies.
Enemies.
Unknowns.
The powerful.
voiceless.
Everything changes.
Run then! Why what? Suddenly Finn sees a part of skin she has never seen before.
Eyes close in on her.
Like a predator.
Tigers.
Lions.
Panthers.
Run.
What?
He said run.
Blister, don't be...
You turned on us.
Now we're turning on you. So quickly, everything changes.
But no one said any of it to be fair.
No one said anything about fairness.
Finn's nerves make her taste sick.
And her guts make her heart race.
Come on. One foot in front of the other. One foot, then the other.
Blister and his sidestepping crew just stand there.
Watching.
Cruelly giving them time to run off into the park.
And up that tree, Antler is suddenly starting to feel very stupid.
She's suddenly starting to feel very pointless.
I mean, if she got down...
No one had to know she was ever up there.
Right, fellas, what do you think? Time to set off after her.
I say we give the little puppies a head start.
No, I never really trusted her.
Oh yeah? What's she ever do for you?
I don't know. I just never had a good feeling about her. You know that way when your gut twists?
No. But yeah.
Right, that's enough time. Let's head after him.
You go on the shots now?
No, of course not. I'm not calling the shots. I'm just doing as you would, aren't I?
Yeah, you're right. Better go after him.
You carry your footsteps with her trail off into the park.
I don't think I like him much.
I think that's the point.
Keep running! Panicked, Antler is stopped. She thought it would be easy.
Easy to stay up in the clouds.
But she forgot stuff would keep happening on the ground.
She hadn't really thought this all through.
If you ask me, it's a stupid thing to do.
But she's done it, hasn't she?
I mean, no one had to know she was ever up there at all.
She just had to step down off that tree.
Are you going down then?
What? No, I just... Where are you back?
I've lost the glove. It was in my pocket and now it's not. My mum is going to be as mad as a bag of cats if she knows I lost her glove. She says I go through gloves like dogs go through bones, which, if you ask me, is a weird thing to compare with. Well, mainly because I don't eat the gloves. I just lose them. So, have you given up on your protest yet? It didn't seem to last very long, did it?
No, I haven't. I wasn't. I mean, just getting comfortable.
It's more comfortable down here, I can promise you.
Antler feels a wash of embarrassment over her.
She didn't want to seem so weak.
Because this wasn't a phase.
All of this, it wasn't just a phase. It was
Delayed buses
And
milk prices and the age of consent. It wasn't just a phase. I don't suppose you've seen a group of guys messing with a girl.
What?
A guy called Blister, faced like a bag of smashed crabs.
Blister? Why is he called Blister?
Back in primary school, he gave this boy a Chinese burn so bad it blistered his arm. Name stuck like chewing gum to New Converse. You should stay away from him. He'd eat you alive.
Well, I haven't seen them. How come?
You see, it's just my little sister is. Never mind.
Your little sister what?
It doesn't matter.
I don't suppose you haven't seen that.
What?
My glove.
Your glove? No, I've got more important things to see than your glove.
Well, it's important to me, and that means it's important.
Why care so much? It's only a glove. Go corner shop, get 16 of them for €1.
I don't have that kind of money.
You don't have €1 to buy some gloves?
No.
Just ask your mum then. It's only €1. You shouldn't stress the small stuff. Plenty of big stuff to be stressing about.
She doesn't have that kind of money either.
She doesn't have €1, whatever.
She doesn't work.
And you should get a job.
How am I supposed to get a job?
Do I look like a careers advisor?
I don't have time for a job. I look after her.
Oh.
And with that, Aunt Lou delves into her pocket.
Here.
Catch.
She throws down a euro coin.
Which was nice of her.
I think we'd all agree that was a nice thing to do.
You can buy a new glove with that.
Really?
What? Don't look at me like that. I'll give you another €1 if it makes you go away.
No, you don't have to. Thanks. Put it alone.
You don't need to pay me back. I don't need your life story either. Just move along.
If you ever need a pal,
I don't need another friend. I don't need anything from you. Best be moving, yeah? Go see if you can find that other glove. Keep the €1 for something else.
yeah, good idea. I'll give the euro back if I find it.
Whatever. See ya.
Desborn is off with his eyes to the ground.
Looking for his lost glove. And Aunt Lou looks back, but she can't see her sister.
Can't see Blister.
Just the sky, slowly turning dark,
And her stomach grumbles.
and her teeth grind.
Listening out for her sister.
Listening out for change.
What was that?
Hey, I helped you.
It wasn't gonna hurt me, not like really hurt me.
You don't know him. I've seen him pick his up towards me, turn him upside down.
Then why hang out with such a
Protection. You know how in the ocean the little fish hang out with the big fish so they don't get eaten?
no?
Well, they do. That's what I'm doing. I know I'm a little fish, just trying not to get eaten.
Sounds like you're being a coward.
Would a coward do that?
It's not like you saved me.
You look like you needed saving.
I was fine. It would have been fine.
It's just, I've seen enough folk get plowed through between Blister and then there's my brother as well. You get bored of watching people get hurt. It gets boring after a while.
Unexpected.
That's the word you use for right now.
Unexpected.
What's your name?
Finn?
I'm Crystal. You don't go to my school, do you?
No, I don't go to any school.
Oh yeah?
Don't see the point.
I'm sure. I know Blister is a much better plan.
Better than nothing. In fact, in my life, it's better than anything else. The two of them stand there, knowing nothing and everything about each other.
So what's your plan? Are they just gonna chase us around the park forever?
No, we just gotta stay one step ahead, that's all. And come on.
And with that, Crystal takes Finn's hand.
Crystal realizes in that moment that she hasn't held anyone's hand since she was a kid.
Like really a kid. Younger than now.
She takes it and they walk further into the park.
Crystal likes small fish, so it seems.
And small hands. She realizes Finn has remarkably small hands.
What am I doing?
Now Aunt Lou was starting to think about the decisions that she had made.
It seemed like a simple choice.
A choice of strength.
A choice of courage.
But now she wasn't so sure.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure either. Maybe she's too old for this.
Because she wasn't a little kid anymore.
She wasn't a child anymore.
The world had made it very clear there was nothing childish about her.
Exams,
Pounds.
Euros,
holidays with just friends.
saving up for a flat,
Saving up for a car.
when you turn old enough.
But just maybe this was a rash thing to do.
I mean, what teenager sits up a tree?
All of a sudden, I felt like a childish thing to do.
A grown woman wouldn't do this.
Would they?
Pick up your phone.
Boyles walked half the park.
Can't see his friend.
Can't call his friend.
Look, Antler, it's oil. Has your phone run out of charge? I mean, I know there's no point in leaving this voicemail if your phone's died, but, I mean, if it hasn't and you get this, can you call me back? I'm waiting. It's not cool to just leave me waiting. Hope everything's alright. Call.
Somewhere else in the park, feet are shuffling the leaves.
Eyes focused on the pavement.
Sunken into thought.
Excuse me. I was wondering if any of you guys had seen gloves.
A glove?
projects distinct lack of fear.
I mean, let's face it, they aren't the sharpest pencils in the pencil case.
Where you going?
Kieran, where you going?
Just looking for my love.
Where you been?
Where you been?
Just in the park.
Bit old for parks.
Yeah, a bit old.
Jeff, be everything he says.
No, I can say what I want.
Then you should.
What?
Say what you want.
I do.
Good.
Hold on, what is happening here?
Wait. Look for these two girls in it running that way.
I've seen a girl up a tree, but I haven't seen two girls running.
Girl up a tree?
Yeah, the tree up the top of the park.
Like a mouse who walks through an alleyway full of stray cats.
Desk disappears.
Thanks anyway.
What do you say we go and help that girl down?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, from up by the tree, might be able to spot your friend.
She isn't my friend.
Doesn't sound good, does it?
I'm with you on that.
It's fine, I'm fine. Fuck up. Get yourself together.
Angela knew it wasn't madness.
She knew it came from deep inside her.
But she also knew that somewhere in the park, her sister was looking for her.
And she missed oil.
Mrs. Jokes.
It was that familiar balancing act of what your skull wants
And what your ribcage wants.
Caught between what came before.
and what comes next.
Another 60 years?
If she doesn't smoke or take up an extreme sport.
She's got another 60 years of this.
And that was the problem.
Is it true what they say about this one?
But what?
About those pills at that house party?
Dunno. Depends what people are saying. It's more of his big brother's thing.
Is it your thing?
I mean, not really. What?
Just one of us.
Is it your thing?
Are you kidding? My big sister would kill me if I went anywhere near anything like that. She's all protective of me.
There's no way that my family run my life.
You don't know my big sister, and I'd rather take her advice than your best friend Blister.
Can you just drop all that blister stuff? He isn't really a friend, like not anymore.
Then why bother? You'd be better off locking yourself indoors and hanging around with someone like him.
What Finn wanted to say is that she'd been stuck with them.
For 2 years, she had stood back at that group.
But they'd been there when her mum picked her out for a night.
For that time her brothers took her wallet.
That she had grown up quicker than them.
More than them.
That it was better to have them than nobody, she thought.
You know, they're not that bad, just immature.
Even Crystal knew that wasn't the truth.
This is taking too long. They'll get out here before we get halfway to them.
The rest of you just go home. Just split.
The group pause and look at Blister.
Yeah, he's right. We can do this alone. We don't need any of your dead ones.
Alright, Skin, cool it. No need to get nasty on the ones who actually do stick around. But yeah, the rest of you can split. We'll see you tomorrow. And bring cash. I don't want to see any empty pockets unless you want another day without flags.
And just like that, the group started to fade away.
Nobody else wanted to chase 2 girls around the park.
Nobody else really cared.
Just us then.
Looks like it.
Answer can see this.
She sees the group break up.
You feel sweat in her palms. You can feel her eyes twitch.
Everything had switched.
And she had no idea what to do.
Screw this.
It's so much harder than she thought it would be.
Because no one had warned her how hard it would be to change.
You should be worried, Blister. Been leaving us. I don't want anyone else getting ideas, you know? Ideas like that can be contagious, can be poison. When people get busy making their own ideas, we should be eating them. That's when it gets dangerous for big fish like us.
Big fish? I'm allergic to fish.
Like tigers, lions, whatever. You know, back in the day there would have been wolves here, and that's us. We're the wolves now. And it's important people know that.
I thought there used to be a Tesco here.
What's the point now? They aren't afraid to use them.
I've never been afraid, Skin. Even after everything that's happened. Never been afraid.
That's why you're my friend, Blister. And that's why all that lot respect you.
Yeah, you're right. Better go then.
You lead the way.
And with that, Skin can hear her brother's voice ring in her head.
Protect yourself. The world is filled with wolves. Protect yourself.
You have got to be kidding me. Angler, is that really you?
The two of them just look at each other.
Connected in silence and confusion.
What are you doing up there? You hate playing prince.
Oh, you gotta go after Crystal. Blister is after her.
What?
You gotta go.
What's wrong with your
I
legs?
can't come down, Oil.
Are you stuck?
No, I
tried calling
I
you.
smashed up my phone.
What?
Don't need it.
You don't need
I
it.
don't need it.
You're not going to.
Not More.
Not anymore.
Is there an echo? Look, can you just go check and see if Crystal's okay?
Why don't you just come down? We can go and look together.
No words found out there.
She felt this strange double feeling of shame and strength.
And her mind faked too.
News broadcasters,
And-
trashy magazines,
And-
size zero,
And-
kissing boys,
And-
not kissing boys,
And-
definitely not getting pregnant before you're 20,
And
turning off the lights before you leave the room, and recycling.
And all she could mutter out was,
I can't.
Look, come on. Enough of this. Let's go see what's happening. Look, I'm not going after Chris without you. This is stupid. Just get down. Blister is rolling around the park, looking for trouble. I'll be up there when he comes.
I don't care if Blister wants me.
He'll be a hero all of a sudden.
the truth is, Anna had never felt less like a hero.
she takes a deep breath.
Like the kind you take before you dunk your head underwater.
I'm not being a hero, but I don't want part of any of it anymore.
Part of what?
Anything, everything.
School?
No,
Something at home?
no, and yes, all of that, all of everything. I mean, take a look around. This, well, it's a protest.
A protest. You have a protest with just one person.
It's a protest against all of that.
Both Anna and keep their eyes off each other.
And they look at the ground.
Look at the sky.
Just everything they know.
It's all turning to shit.
I don't. Since when? Can you just come down?
No, not anymore.
Look, it sounds like you're being a bit. It doesn't matter. Come on, protest on the ground or something.
Her hands are shaking.
And her eyes were welling up.
Can't you see? Everything matters.
Look, thanks for, well, I got a split. I can't find my sister.
Just like that, gone.
What do you want?
I'm not going to let you wander off by yourself. You get more blisters.
It's fine. Like, I don't think he's half as tough as you think he is. You've just got some idea of him in your head. He's just a guy. Whatever.
You're kidding. A couple of weeks ago, he found this little dog, this little three-legged thing. It was old and more scabs than fur. Skin pinned the dog down to the ground. It was yelping and crying, and Lister picked up this big rock and dropped it on his head. The dog stopped yelping, but he didn't stop. He just picked up the rock again and smashed it into his head, and smashed it, and smashed it, and smashed it. Skin said it was kinder to put it out of his misery, but it seemed fine to me. And they just left it there. Just the other side of the park. And they've still got blood on their shoes, all dried up in their laces. I haven't seen anything like that before, and I don't want to see it again.
Why didn't you stop them?
What was I supposed to do? When they get something on their mind, I mean, look at us. I'm not supposed to be wandering off by yourself.
Look after myself.
I got you into this mess.
So I'm not a three-legged dog. I'll be alright. Honest.
That boy you were looking for?
Oil.
Yeah, he was walking up to the top of the park, up towards the tree.
Thanks.
And with that, she leans forward and kisses her.
Right on the lips.
It was a short kiss.
No tongues.
Crystal knew she didn't need to be saved, but she didn't mind the gesture.
And both were a little surprised by the kiss.
But neither were particularly scared.
See you.
See ya. One foot in front of the other.
One foot, then the other.
Different direction.
Look, come down, we'll find Crystal and sort this out.
How many times do I need to say it?
Come on, it's getting dark and I don't have a torch. My phone's out of battery, yours is smashed, your sister could be lost in the park for all we know. It's not just you here. Stop being so stupid. I'm gonna walk away after.
The sky dims.
Clouds move in.
Right enough, it was getting dark.
Your mum will be worried.
It was a cheap shot, but it was enough to make Anna's heart jump into her throat.
Told her I was staying at yours.
I'm not sure she'll buy that excuse when you don't come home for a week.
I just can't do it, not anymore. My mum cries a lot. My room is next to the bathroom and I can hear her cry. I don't know why it was. She just cries. And you know things aren't good when your mum cries.
How long has she been crying?
Long enough. But my dad has taken up smoking again.
So, you smoke at parties?
But it's different. He's quiet, he looks well. And I hate school, I hate it. I don't care about some revolution that happened 80 years ago. And it's not like I'm getting into college with my grades, and I don't have enough money to move out, and I don't have a job, and I don't be like 45 and still living with my mum.
Is this all like a hormone thing or something?
Here you go.
Gross! Calm down and we'll talk about it. I'm getting the right sunlight looking up to you, and soon you'll be able to see where the branches are. It's just getting dangerous.
Good, let it get dangerous.
You've had a death wish.
No, but at least something would change. It's just grey. Look at all that grey.
Aunt Claire felt a twinge in a muscle just left on her heart.
She looked out at all the grey.
And she knew it wasn't about that stuff.
Not really.
Go on then.
Tell him.
That's not really why I'm up here.
Oh, spit it out.
I learned a word the other day in English. She was going on about some old book about something, and she said it was about people being apathetic. It's about apathy.
Oh yeah? What does that mean?
People not caring, people not wanting to care.
Can you tell me how you sitting up a tree is you not care?
No, that's not the point. After she said the word, I saw it everywhere. I can't stop seeing, feeling it everywhere. And I don't think that's right, people not caring. It's frustrating, it's hard,
Are you gonna start going on about starving kids?
Stop trying to make it small. This isn't small. These thoughts aren't small.
Look, sort all that stuff out when we're out of secondary school. Keep it small. It's like a survival thing. Just gotta keep that sort of stuff in the back of your mind until you can actually do something about it.
What, like everyone else?
You're not exactly volunteering, are
No,
you?
it's not that.
Antler grabs her chest.
Tears filled her eyes, none of them dropped.
Antler didn't like the world much, and she didn't know what to do with that feeling. Didn't know where to put it.
Look, don't get all wrapped up in it. You can save the world another day. Just come down. Yeah?
That's it. I can't change the world and I definitely can't save it. I can't do nothing.
The two friends look at each other.
Oil started biting his nails again.
Amber felt like her lungs might burst.
It's been years since they fought.
They may only be feet away, but they also felt worlds away.
What about your sister?
Antler felt a double twang of guilt and sadness.
Can't come down.
I mean, she wanted to come down. She wanted to find her sister,
And shout at her,
And tell her off and then hug her.
like the big sisters do.
but she didn't.
She was sitting there in that tree,
Wishing for something better.
Wanting something bigger
1 foot.
than the next.
Adler looks out at the grey, her eyes wet with wanting.
Oil looks at his friend. Tastes blood in his mouth.
Skin paces up the hill, looking for wolves ready to jump.
Blister walks 2 steps behind, uncertain of this change of sides.
Finn touches her lips, thinking of the kiss, wondering how she felt.
Crystal feels power in her feet, in her hands.
Desk suddenly turns on his heels. He suddenly realizes he sent a pack of animals to roar up a girl in a tree. What has he done?
What else did you see?
Did you see me?
I can see him chasing you.
I didn't come help.
I mean,
She isn't coming down. She doesn't like the world.
so what happened with Blister? Why was he so mad? Hold the phone. Why is that happening?
Andrew was lost again.
Someone describe everything to.
And somehow, with these people she was closest to, she found at the heart,
She found it the hardest to explain that ache.
the ache in her chest, in her skull.
Is this about those sad adverts on the TV? I told you not to watch them anymore.
I've already asked that. It's not about the sad adverts.
It's about the school. Oh,
No, it's not about that either. But also kind of everything.
can't be that upset. We're having a roast for dinner. Oh, Mom says we should go watching up with
Maybe it helps stop paying attention to what the TV is saying, yeah? It's like forgetting about all of it.
It's better not be a joke. Because it isn't funny. I can't believe we spent all afternoon looking for you, and you've just been stuck up here. You know what, Antler? I don't even care. I'm going home with or without. Oi, are you coming? Coming?
Just stop it!
And in her head it was images of
Screeching cars,
And-
flags in the air,
and
police throwing gas canisters,
And-
homeless people,
And-
exam results,
and
earthquakes, flooding, forests on fire.
delayed buses, milk prices,
The age of consent,
exams, pounds,
euros,
holidays with just friends,
saving up for a flat,
saving up for a car, news broadcasters,
trashy magazines,
size 0, kissing boys,
not kissing boys,
not getting pregnant before you're 20, and turning off the lights before you leave the room.
and recycling.
Recycling!
What?
You're kidding. I really am going.
No, it's not that! But it is that. It's not that simple. There is nothing simple about these thoughts. There is nothing simple about me or you, this town, this place, this country. When people try to tell you that it's easy, simple. But really, it's just that no one cares. No one cares to see what it's really like. Because it's hard. It's hard knowing you can't fix anything. Hard knowing you can't do nothing about anything. It's hard that no one cares.
I care.
You care more about the shape of your eyebrows than you do about what's going on in the world.
That's just mean.
Why should we care?
Because it's ours. This is what we'll get there next. And I don't want it all. Don't want any of it.
With that, silence falls on the trio.
It's painful to see the world.
Boyle understood that now. It's painful to see the world for what it really is.
Well, I think up a tree isn't the best way to fix it.
What do you propose?
I've got no interest in proposing anything. Voting.
Do you really think that does anything?
Oh, sure. It's not nearly as useful as climbing up a tree.
Minutes away, Finn turns on her heels. She knows she's got to see that girl again.
Minutes away, Skin and Blister march up closer to the tree.
Seeking out something to stir up. Seeking out something.
Minutes away, Death runs towards the tree.
Wanting to make sure no trouble was caused.
And what else? Can't think of anything else to do.
You act like a right idiot. You haven't even got a decent reason. I'm gone. I'm so gone.
You're the reason, Crystal! You're the reason I'm up here!
It's my fault. How's it my fault?
I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to upset you, but...
And just like that, everything changed again.
Krista! Finn, what are you doing? I need to talk to you about what happened.
What are you doing on this loser? She's called a blister.
She isn't like that. She helped
Me earlier.
Leopard can't change its stripes.
Spots? Leopards have spots.
I didn't mean anything earlier. Like, sorry about your phone and that. Krista was just joking.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny.
I thought it was pretty hilarious.
Don't mind us having a business and with our friend
I
here.
thought you weren't friends with these guys anymore.
No one said anything about friends.
I did. I said friend.
Oh.
Oh, we'll go. All in good time.
You just a sidekick, Blister.
You kidding? I'm still the boss around here.
Doesn't look like it.
None of us have bosses, not anymore.
Boy, Skin, watch your mouth.
Look, I'm sorry for before. I'm sorry. I was out of line.
What are you saying, Finn?
Finn clocks the dried dog's blood on Blister's shoes. Look, I've got some money at home. I'll buy your smokes for the rest of the week. Crystal felt the knot of disappointment.
Blister felt sweat in his palms.
Just glared at Finn, and I have no idea what's going to happen.
I think that's fair, Skin. I could do with a smoke. We've all had a stressful day.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not soft like you, Blister.
Soft.
Look, Skin, what happened before? Didn't mean nothing.
And with that, Skin reaches down.
She picks up the branch that Desk gets knocked off. From up above, Antler can see.
What?
You can't put that down!
You can't say still, Fanny. You couldn't do it. Don't come near me.
This isn't funny. You could mess her up with that.
That's the point.
Look, Skin, I'm sorry. Didn't mean nothing. No need to do what I'm drastic.
I know you like to kiss girls. I was doing you a favour, keeping it private. And then today, and I see you walk for her. I think, well, why don't I just show you what I think about that?
Now Finn sees the dried blood on Skin's shoes.
She thinks about that three-legged dog.
Thinks about what its head looked like after the rock. Stop! I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry, I didn't mean nothing. I kissed the girl, okay? I don't know, like, it's just stupid Finn, I'm
just a kiss. No need to give somebody a decking over a kiss.
Just put it down, Skin. You hit it with that, you'll get done. You don't want that, trust me. My brother got put in a unit, and she isn't worth it. She isn't worth it.
A tear peeps out of Lister's eye, but he quickly wipes it away.
Oil is pretty sure his heart has stopped, and Skin just stares into Finn's eyes.
Stop! Don't hurt her. I won't let you hurt her.
Out of nowhere, Des rushes up to Skin.
He tries to grab a branch.
They tilt back and forth.
Skin, no! I would have smashed in all your skulls just for being cowards! Look at you! You don't have the guts to fight! You don't have the guts to do anything about this! Me! Scared on a stupid branch! You're a bunch of cowards! You don't even know how to fight! You'll get nowhere if you don't know how to fight! You're just a bunch of kids! Stupid kids alive!
They stand there.
In silence, looking less like kids and more like adults by the minute.
I'd rather be a coward than just plain stupid.
Oi! Don't talk to her like that.
Skin looks at Lister.
Relieved to have the responsibility of words taken away from her.
Lister steps in the middle.
No one is getting hurt today, he thinks.
No one is getting hurt.
I don't know about you, but I'm relieved.
What has been going on here?
We're just trying not to fuck it up.
One by one, they all turn and look at the girl in the tree.
You're wrong. It isn't about fighting. Not in that way. I mean, take a look at everyone around us. All the power in the world, they don't care about anything. Don't fight for anything. We aren't being cowards by not fighting.
It's just about choosing what to fight for.
Angela realised that now.
She did want to fight.
But she wanted to fight for something better than this.
Because when I fight, I want it to be for more than you holding a branch up to some girl for kissing another girl. I've got better things to do with my time. Better things to fight for. We all do.
Don't leave the lecture.
Andrew, it's time to come down. Yeah?
Hold on. What do you mean I caused you going up there?
Deep, dark breaths at my side.
Exhausting.
Angela knew one thing.
Change was exhausting.
It was that text.
Text?
You sent me that message.
What message?
I asked you if you wanted to go see Gran this weekend or next, and you said, I don't care either way, and I don't need you to organise my life. You typed that into your phone and sent it to me. In about 30 seconds, you said you didn't need me. You said you didn't care.
The group looks amongst themselves.
No one is quite sure her point.
To be honest, I don't know her point, but I sense that she probably has one.
I mean, maybe it was a bit harsh, but there's no need for all this. Just let him free all again.
But you said you didn't need me. You said you didn't care, and I thought, I can't get my own sister to care about me. And it really is messed up.
But that's just what sisters do. That's just normal. You say stuff like that all the time.
No, I don't. I'm careful with my words.
You're older.
Only by a year. It's apathy. It's everywhere. You said you didn't care. You said you didn't need me. I mean, how can I fix any of this? I can't get my own sister to care about me.
I'm sorry, I was just in a bad mood.
I think you're reading too much into it.
No, it's like, what's that saying?
The straw that broke the camel's back. Wow, I know stuff.
Exactly.
It's already stamped on your phone.
Texting seemed pointless. Facebook seemed pointless. Taking another stupid photo of my cat seemed pointless. That stuff doesn't matter, does it? Any of it.
It doesn't matter when there's better stuff to care about.
That's what she wanted to say.
That was bigger stuff to care about.
That stupid phone was just a distraction.
It stopped her from seeing the world for what it really is.
It stopped everything.
She saw that now.
If you ask me, Antler, you're the one who cares least, what's that word?
Apathy. What? I was paying attention.
Apathy. Sounds like a weird disease. Us, down here on the ground, we care. We've got no choice. You have to care about something. Everyone knows that. Otherwise it's just boring or pointless or whatever. But you're just up there, in that tree. It's one thing to count yourself out, but it's just plain stupid to count yourself out because others are counting themselves out.
What?
She is doing the exact thing she hates other people for doing.
Oh, right.
I don't know how you get people to care, and I don't know how you get people to notice all the things that need fixing. Because it's everywhere, the stuff that needs fixing. All of us can name 3 things in 30 seconds that need fixing, but you aren't going to fix it by not being a part of it.
Talk about sugarcoating something.
Shut up, Skinner.
What you were saying before, you're right. This is ours. All of this is ours. But we can't make it ours. Like, truly, properly ours. And that's rare. Can't fix anything by being above.
There are shifts you feel.
Some are just below your rib cage.
Some are just left on your heart.
Something happens.
Like something changes.
And it will happen plenty of times over the years.
Even I know that.
It's like breathlessness.
Yeah. It's best described as a breathlessness.
And Angela felt that. As she sat in the tree looking down.
Looking down at those people.
People who looked just as confused as she was.
It had been a hard autumn, she thought.
The autumn of what came before and what comes next.
Please, calm down.
I need you. I'm sorry I said it. I was wrong. Simple as. I care. I've always cared.
And just like that, everything changes again.
Just when you get a hold of something.
Just when you decide.
It changes.
Alright. An exhale.
A breath taken.
One condition. You all gotta come up here first.
What?
It's the sun. It's setting. You can't see it from down there on the ground, but from up here, the reds and yellows. It's beautiful.
Anna looks at Skin and Blister.
But first, I think it's best you guys get gone now.
You heard her.
Let's turn Skin and look at the group.
Bunch of no ones.
Bunch of everyone's.
We know where we're not wanted. You coming?
Finn shakes her head. Not this time.
Best we don't see again. Yeah.
Yeah.
In silence, the two march on.
They won't talk about what happened today.
Not ever.
But it changed them. In the smallest of ways, it changed them.
Look, I promise I'll get down after. Come on, see this.
And just like that,
One by one, they all start climbing the tree.
Helping each other.
clambering upwards.
I don't think I like heights.
You'll be alright.
Branch after branch,
One foot, then the other.
The group sat on the branches of the tree.
Like crows.
or pigeons.
Or seagulls.
Our robins.
All perched in the branches.
Watching the light change. Watching the sun dip below its big lump of rock.
It's cool. And the light changes.
Desk! Look, I can see your globe over there! Oh wait, no. That's just a crisp packet.
Everything looks so much smaller up here. It's like, what's it called? Just not using ours. Or like a deck and that.
Perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
And then, in a single moment,
A speck of white falls from the sky.
Angela holds out her hand.
and she catches it. And it disappears.
Was that snow?
Angela wasn't sure.
But she did know. The sun would most likely rise again.
Just as it would set again.
It's amazing what you can see if you look.
Nature is pretty cool.
And as darkness and shadows fall upon the group,
They all sit in silence.
Hold onto the branches a little tighter.
And they are still. If only for a moment.
Anna smiles to herself, wondering if the whole day was worth it.
If it would worth the battle.
Just so she could see the sunset.
And she concluded it probably was.
It was always worth seeing another sunset.
She promised herself she'd look up more, so she didn't miss it.
Perspective, after all, is everything.
And with that, Desk broke the settled silence.
Just one thought. How are we gonna get down?